Namaskar. Today we'll be talking about ancient wisdom of business astrology. Business astrology is end-to-end techno-commercial business solutions through the ancient wisdom. Business astrology deals in problem solving for businesses and for specific businesses. Business astrology has got four verticals: astrology, palmistry, numerology and Vastu. The approach is on problem solving. First, the problem is identified. Maybe it is potent, it is dormant or it is visible. That is determined, and then depending on the problem, the tool is applied. The tool can be, if the time is problem or time is connected to problem, the tool is astrology. If the problem is connected with vibrations, numerology is the answer. If the problem is connected with thoughts, palmistry is the answer. And if the problem is connected with space or place of business, Vastu is the answer. First, the problem is identified and then appropriate tool is chosen. One of the base assumptions that business astrology makes is that the money or the prosperity is in the person and not in business. Because in the same city, in the same business, we can show two people, one who has made money, one who has lost money. So it depends on your strengths, and business astrology tries to find your strengths which are dormant or potential, which you may not be aware of, and to adjust it to a business where the maximum number of strengths are utilized. For example, if you have got five strengths in you, the business that utilizes all these five strengths will be a good business for you. A business that utilizes three strengths out of these will be a medium business for you. And for you to survive in a business which utilizes maybe only one strength or none of these would be really difficult for you. This is the way business astrology works. As of now, there could be many problems for businesses not to do well. Sometimes the sales itself is low, so it is non-sustainable. But many a times you will see in businesses that the sales is good. The problem lies elsewhere. The problem could be cash collection is not proper or not accounted for. The employee engagement is not good enough, or it is too costly, or the partners are having fight, or there are some restrictions, statutory problems, and so on and so forth. Interestingly, the owner may not be aware of these problems because he is too busy in running the business and does not have proper insight. This proper insight is provided by business astrology. As of now, many of the businesses are going to change completely. Many businesses are down, they may not open their shutters again. Many businesses will have to do their work in a totally different fashion than before. Many businesses will have to be changed forever. And that is why partnership is the name of the game. Going forward, we'll have to do partnership of one way or the other. What are the ways of partnership? There are many ways of partnership. The first and topmost way is called as a Dugdha Sharkara way of partnership. Dugdha Sharkara meaning milk and Sharkara means sugar. If milk is mixed with sugar or sugar is mixed with milk, the quality and the price of both goes up. This is the most ideal combination of milk and sugar. The second one that we see is Dadik Shira, that is curd and milk. Curd and milk are separate. One passes into other. They keep their separate identity. At the same time, if you are getting both at the same place, people tend to go to that place to buy that product. That means the business expands just because the two products are together. At the same time, many side products are made with the combination of milk and curd. The third one is called as the Govatsa partnership. Govatsa partnership meaning Go means cow and Vatsa means calf. In case of this partnership, the Calf requires milk, whereas the cow requires grass. Cow eats grass. This grass cannot be eaten by the calf. And after eating grass, the cow gives milk, which is taken by the calf, and calf is nourished. And as a result of which, both of them grow and the family of the cow grows. This kind of partnership is seen at many places. For example, a big manufacturing giant gives place in his own factory to his ancillary manufacturers, especially in Rudrapur, so that they do not have to worry about just-in-time inventory. And in their own location, they are giving the position to their ancillary makers. Ancillary makers make their parts there. That is why they are cheaper and they are provided to the primary consumer cheaper in price and better in quality. These are the win-win situations, and going forward we'll have to look for partnerships with win-win situations if we have to survive the problem that we are facing today. The terminologies Govats, Dadikshira seem to be too difficult. So what I will be doing now is I will be giving some examples from day-to-day matters so that you understand what kind of partnerships can be there and what kind of partnerships need to be made. The first partnership is a simultaneous partnership. A car is broken down and has to be pushed. There are 4 people. In all our examples, there are going to be 4 people. Now these 4 people have to apply force in the same direction and at the same time, simultaneously. Only then the car will move. This is first type of partnership. Now let us take the same 4 people. Now this time they are going mountain climbing. This time they cannot go do the mountain climbing simultaneously. They have to do in a linear fashion. So the first one goes, he takes hold, then the second one goes forward, then he takes hold, then the third one goes beyond the second one, takes hold, then the fourth one bypasses all of them or surpasses all of them, goes to the highest location, takes a strong hold, and then the first one moves. So in this fashion they reach the peak, one person at a time bypassing the others, while the other 3 keep on giving support to the first one. This is second type of partnership. The third type of partnership is called as a tandem partnership. You might have seen firefighters. When the firefighters come, they come with 2 pumps. There are 2 people from 2 different vehicles. They start dousing the flames. One of them starts dousing the flames with water. As soon as he stops, the other one moves in. The moment the other one stops, the first one moves in. This is a partnership in tandem. There is one more example of quid pro quo partnership. You do unto me as I will do unto you. This example is from agriculture, especially the agriculture in where we are sowing rice. For rice sowing, the initial work is a lot, and that work cannot be done by just one family. Or if they were to do it, it will take too long a time, and the time for sowing the rice is very limited. So what they do? They call up 3 or 4 families from around. 3 or 4 families help the first family to sow their seeds of rice. Then this first family next day goes to the other family, and 4 or 5 families together, they help the family number 2 to sow the rice. And so on and so forth. Over 1 week period, all the sowing is done. This is called as quid pro quo. You do unto me, you help me, and I will help you. These are the kind of partnerships we'll have to make a suggestion, and we'll have to go in for this kind of partnerships in the coming time. Many people advise businessmen not to go in for partnership. They say partnership is a no-no. In partnership you will not prosper. You are not likely to go beyond a certain point in partnership. Be aware of partner. The partner might deceive you, and so on and so forth. But this is no reason for not doing partnership. Partnership is the heart of any business. Any business that you think of, any big business has always started with a partnership. What needs to be seen is for how long partnership, what purpose partnership, what each partner should do, and so on and so forth. So many of these people who are looking for partnership or who don't want to go in for partnership conveniently forget that they are happily married and they are happily married to a partner. Here we'll see the definition of a partner. Partner does not mean registered or legal or other way. Partner means one who makes loss when you make loss and the one who makes profit when you make profit. And business astrology helps you understand what kind of partnership is good for you, what area of partnership is good for you, what you should do and what your partner should do, what kind of strength you should use in partnership and what kind of strength your partner should be using in the partnership, how long the partnership should be, what are the fallouts of the partnership and what are the danger zones of the partnership. All these matters are dealt with by using the ancient wisdom of business astrology. How it is done and what exactly is being done, that we'll be seeing in the next part. Namaskar.